Mercantilism is rooted in a basic question facing every society. What is the primary source of our prosperity? For nations rich in natural resources, the answer is extracting and exporting these resources to those who lack them. For nations with fertile land, it's growing and exporting grains and other foodstuffs. For nations poor in natural resources, value-adding manufacturing/crafts are an answer. Every nation manages the balance between investing and consuming the surplus generated by the economy. Every dollar of surplus that's funneled into investing in expanding production of exports is a dollar that isn't spent in the domestic economy. It's a trade-off. We accept being poor now in order to become rich as exports expand. Mercantilism is the political, economic, social policy that seeks to increase prosperity by focusing on optimizing profitable exports at the expense of domestic consumption. Rather than consume the surplus is invested to increase exports. Wages are kept low to subsidize capital investment. Mercantilism relies on manipulation of market forces. Mercantilist policy recognizes that the way to reap the biggest gains is to corner the market for whatever is being exported. The ideal way to accomplish this is to sell your exported goods at a loss, making them so cheap that the importer's domestic producers cannot compete on price, so they close down. Once the domestic producers have been wiped out or marginalized, the mercantilist nation's producers can jack up prices because the importing nation is now dependent on the mercantilist nation's exports. At the same time, the mercantilist nation establishes trade barriers to imports, making them so expensive that they cannot compete with domestic producers. Mercantilism rigs trade on both sides of the coin to benefit the mercantilist nation at the expense of other nations.